Good morning. I come to share a weekly word with you, and this week's word is bus ride. Y'all, years ago, I used to have to ride public transportation. And the funny thing about it is, I would have to get up with my daughter early at 4 something in the morning to get on that first bus, the 5 something bus, to get on the side of town where my job was and where her school was, where she attended school. She attended school near my job. And I often think about the bus ride we would have. Sometimes, depending on our destination, even when we wouldn't, be going to school and work, we would still ride public trans. And depending on destination, sometimes we would have to get a transfer. Sometimes we would be able to just ride straight wherever we were going. But ironically, it's so funny how sometimes other people would be at different stops along the way. So the bus driver would have to stop and pick them up so they could also get to their destination. Sometimes the bus driver would be no one at the stop and he would just roll right past. And then sometimes he would actually stop, even when someone was at the stop, and just sit there. And I was like, why don't he just go? And so I asked him one time, and he said, well, I have to stay to the schedule because it's another bus coming, and those people are going to get off the transfer on this bus to get to their destination. And sometimes he would just stop and get off to go use the restroom, or he'll stop and get off and go to get him a snack or something to eat. But how I would still sit there on the bus. My daughter and I would still sit there on the bus because we still had to get to our destination, whether he kept the bus moving or whether he stopped. There were times when the bus broke down and the transit agency would have to send out another bus for us to get on. But how about we very rarely got off the bus until the other bus came, and then we got on the other bus. And that's life, y'all. We have to look at it as the bus ride, and we're trying to get to a destination. No matter what we do, what our goals are, we're trying to get to a destination. There are going to be some stops in life. There are going to be some breakdowns. But the Bible says a righteous man falls 7 times, but he rises. You still have to get up. You still have to stay on the bus. You still have to keep going. I tell you to rise today, no matter what the problem is. If you're on a hole in a holding pattern, if you're waiting, if you're having to pick somebody else up, it may be something else you need. You may need to study something to get to your destination. You may need to learn to be humble. You may need to learn to be patient. You may need to learn to manage money before you reach your destination. It may not be your time for you to reach your destination. You can't worry about all the other buses you see on the street and where they're going. You worry about the bus you need to be on, and that's your bus. And there's a driver in your bus. Allow your driver to be God. He'll never steer you wrong. He'll pause you when you need to pause. He'll help you pick up something else when you need to pick up something else. He'll gas you up when you need to be gassed up. Stay on your bus ride today, y'all. I want you to know you're loved. I love you, but God truly loves you the most. Remember to always be kind to yourself and others. Be joyful and be blessed. Love you much. Don't give up. Keep rolling. Bye.